Hello again. Hey, Fire Agate Mark here. I'm really excited to be back and doing some carving. You can tell I'm wearing camouflage today. When working with fire agates, it's a lot easier to tell what my favorite colors are. Every color. Anyway, thank you, Pete from Fat Guy Tie Dye. Thank you, Cutting Edge Supply Company, for the wonderful tools. Thank you, Diashine Technologies. It's just ridiculous, beautiful, wonderful, excellent, professional grade tools that make everything go so much smoother. Today I was thinking about working on some pieces. I'd dopped a few stones on some sticks, just a little short piece of dowel, and you can actually use hot glue. It's a lot safer than using dop wax the way I do. That's why I won't show you how to do it, because my way isn't the safest. Anyway, I have some Slaughter Mountain I haven't carved into for a while. My supply had run dangerously short, and then out of nowhere, a mentor of mine, an amazing person, contacted me asking if I'd like to get my hands on some more. Yes, very much so. Um, I know that he had given me some older material before, Slaughter Mountain and Deer Creek, and phenomenal stuff to carve with. I'd love to get some my hands on some more. Anyway, um, thank you so much, everyone who's liked and subscribed. I'm so grateful for everyone. And I hope to be back at least weekly sharing a good tip or trick that's going to make your job easier. So instead of polishing today, let's go ahead and I'm going to prove some stones just to see what they look like. Uh, Proving a stone is, well, let's show you over the stone. All right.
Okie dokie. Hey, make sure you're wearing a mask N95 or better. You don't want to be breathing silica dust. Silicosis is a terrible thing. Also, make sure eye protection, hearing protection if you choose. I know that that's all essential. I'm going to start off fairly slow. A good rule of thumb is the coarser the bit, the slower you can go. The finer the bit, the faster you can go. And I'm not going to use much pressure. I'm not going to use much more than an ounce or two. I don't want to use more than 2 ounces, or I'm going to wear my bit out really quickly and burn it out. I'm going to keep dousing the stone periodically, keep it wet. I'm dousing so I can use warm water, just because the shop is really cold. So, there we go. Sorry for the noise. Keeps a bit moving. Stop and check it frequently. Let's see. Hang on. Alright. Looks like we can keep going. Alright. There we go. You can see. Let's try this without a mask. You can see right underneath the brown. Let's see if we can get better light on there. It goes, and maybe a little more magnification. Is that too much? It goes to this intense, beautiful yellow, and there's like a purplish blue right underneath it. Oof. This is one of those stones where it really should be done slowly under magnification the entire time, because yellow is a very rare color, and to find that the entire surface of these are yellow, that's just this as an example of what that proves for me, to know that those extremely rare colors are there. This turns into a $5 a gram piece. It's $1 a carat. This thing probably weighs, I don't know, at least 100 grams. So as a piece of rough, $500 it might seem excessive or expensive. But when you think about it, a yellow stone, even this big, is going to go for a minimum of $100 a carat, maybe upwards of $300 a carat. So you're quickly making your money back, and that's not even to account for all this other stuff. This has to be split off. This other layer under here, I have no idea what that color is. I guess I could check under here. But this is definitely an imperial piece with those colors. So let's go ahead and check the other side. Why the heck not? Alright, let me put the mask back on. Alright. Magnification. You know what? Let's go something a wee more aggressive. No, we don't need to speed through this. Yeah. Okay, right on top of that. Alright. Every once in a while, just got to take off the mask and relax. Let's see. And you got to inspect it from different angles, too. Looks like I'm right on top of that. Alright. Well, this video just looks like it's going to run long in the tooth if I keep on this one. I hope that's not too bad. Let me get some color real quick. Let's see. Alrighty. There we go. There we go. I just touched on the side there, and I saw a flash of green. There we go. Oh. That's the thing with magnification, it'll let you see stuff without ruining it. See if we can see what I'm seeing. And here, the green starts to pop through, and it's multi-layered with some iridescent colors. So I've proven the stone. I know it's going to be there. Looks like green, purple, and green are all right on top of each other, right under the initial layer. But there's also a really pretty yellow layer on the other side and the other level. So that's a superior. I was trying to think, is it
Superior or Simperial? I think it's Superior. Super Imperial. So that one, this is going to take a while to carve. I've got 2 of those now. I'm really excited about that. We'll see, just because, I mean, it's got these beautiful iridescent colors right underneath the surface. And these are all from the same pocket. So it's quite likely that even this little sucker is going to have the same bright, beautiful color. But I'll go ahead and prove these 2. And I just wanted to say thank you very much. Put out a little video, share some fire agate with you, carve a little Slaughter Mountain just because it's been a while. And since I'm excited to get back into some Slaughter Mountain, thank you so much to everybody. Thank you all so much for making this journey so wonderful. I will be back again with some more videos, some more tutorials. So go ahead and click like, subscribe, turn on that notifications button. That way you see when the next video pops up. All right, you have a beautiful evening. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Here's a great example of ghost fire. This stone looks clear if you candle it. Sorry, bear with me. If you candle it, it looks clear. But if you look at it from the right direction, it's got this intense blue, just periwinkle that goes through it. Just stunning. And it goes through the stone. But it's on the layer of clear. So what I'm going to try to do with the stone, and it goes around the stone, is I'm going to cut up to the bottom layer of this, grind down flat until I see the outer perimeter of it. Then I'm going to back it on a black background with maybe some basalite or some black jade, and then carve down to the top like you would with an opal if you were carving a doublet or a triplet. So we'll see how that works out. This is kind of an experimental stone. The color is just too intense. I can't give it up. But it would be positional unless it had a dark background. So we'll see how that goes. That one's going to take some time. It's a big project. But yeah, that's ghost fire. Obviously, it's not all ghost fire. This one has a dark background, so you can definitely tell that, where the colors are. All right, so let's get back to this puppy. I'm just going to go ahead and start carving. What I want to use, let's see, what I care to use is my Fordham Flex shaft. I have a TX. It's got a little more power. There's an SR for sale. It's really not that expensive. Good starter model, and that one's nice because it has a reverse function if you happen to be a lefty. Let's see. This is a Hogber. These are amazing. Hogbers are fully sintered, diamond embedded. Here's a brand new one. These things you can just start ripping through material aggressively, but it's sintered, so it's a little bit more gentle than, say, if I were to come in with, this bad boy here. You can see the difference. Super aggressive, great for cutting quickly, but this is going to give me just a little more control over the layers. Even though I'm going to go through all the way to the bottom, I still want to be able to see what I'm carving into. Let's back off a wee bit. All right. So we're going to go from here to there. Let's see. What I want to do is I want to keep the stone damp. I do want to be wearing a mask. I want to make sure I'm wearing eye protection. And I'm going to just take this window down, looking at it to see what colors pop. So let's try that here in a second. Let me get my mask on and we'll be right back. All right. So, proving the stone, figuring it out. Like if you look at this here fire agate, this here, let's see if we can zoom in. You will see the different layers that it has. There's this milky white on the outside. There's a little bit of, is that quartz or some other junk? And then these bubbly layers of chalcedony. I love this dog tooth crystals that come off of there. And these big, pillowy, milky, looks like cloudy formations. This is really indicative of Slaughter Mountain. It's what you see up pretty often. And these are some smaller pieces that are just trapped in that chalcedony. Two separate smaller pieces, but I have a feeling these are going to be dynamos. These are from a really well-known, amazing location in Slaughter Mountain anyway. Slaughter Mountain produces some remarkable stones, and this particular pocket has produced some blues and purples that are just otherworldly. So I was just kind of, with the bigger stones, it's a little easier to decide what I'm going to do. Sometimes I'll grind down and just like this, start to grind down. And what I do is, especially with a big stone, it's easier to assess. See this little corner here? You can see where there's promise. But this little corner here, what I'd like to do, where it's still dark and consistent, I'd like to grind from the top down just to see where the blue is, where the purple is, and then know if I want to go, what layer, what color I'm going for, what I'm shooting for. Oh, sorry, get in front of the camera. There we go. Let's see if we can get the lighting a little better. Alright, bear with me. There we go, now you can see the layers. These agates are deposited in layers. You can see the separation in there too. Well, that continues up through here, although they're much finer layers, see? The layers continue through. So when you work a layer, you want to work down to an even layer, you get a more uniform color. So what I'm going to do is grind through these layers slowly, keeping track of where the color is, so that I'll know, oh, on this layer or this layer, there's a blue or a purple that I really want. That's what I want to work toward. So this is just kind of a matter of proving the stone. Sometimes you get really lucky. Like this one I was kind of grinding down and checking out, and it just, you can see where it starts off underneath the chalcedony, and it starts off with a yellow and a green, which are already extreme colors. So I might just go for the initial first layer of color, just because they are such exotic, beautiful colors in the first place. Although it is deeply layered, and it may still have purple and blue down here. Yellow is an extremely rare and desirable color, so these are easier. When it's a smaller stone, I'll just take a little corner, little edge, go all the way through. You can see there's some red on top. Red is nice, but I want to see what other colors it has. I also wanted to share, there's this thing that I found in some of the Mexican Slaughter Mountain where it's ghost fire. And I think I've gone over ghost fire with you before. Let's see, here's actually a really good example of one. There we go. You can see, if I were to candle the stone, it looks like it's clear. Yeah. But if you catch it just right, Let's see. Is this light too bright? Oh, hang on.